what is there really to say right now? Like, seriously, what is there really to say? Like, what the hell happened to this team? Like, I understand slumps happen. It's a long season. But for the whole damn team, essentially, to turn to mush at the exact same time, that's some crazy level type stuff right there. Like, you go through the order right now, and aside from maybe two or three hitters right now, I mean, Kwan's looking good. Ahmed's been heating up. Freaking Fran Meal is out here hitting dingers. Josh Naylor, too, before he got hurt, of course. It's illegal to have any success on this damn team. You know, it's sad how all that time the offense was clicking. Fran Meal was struggling. But now, of course, offense turns to mush. And here's Fran Meal. Dink, home run, dink, home run, dink, home run. It's ridiculous. What's up, what's going on, chat? What's going on, President? Guardians taking L's. I went to the Clippers game tonight, and they dressed the Bad News Bears out in uniform. We lost 9-3 to Nashville. Yeah, I heard about that. Speaking of which, I'm going to have a lot to say, right? I'm not going to talk a lot about these games because I'm going to be real with you guys. I'll be real with you guys right now. They're not, there's nothing to talk about. There really isn't. This was probably the worst series of the year. First time in 36 years. 36 years, I think. By the Detroit Tigers. I swear, did we go in a time machine back to like 2013-14 to when the Tigers were actually good and we were trash? Because I swear to y'all, right now, that looked like that's what it was. I was like, yo, where's Prince Fielder at? Where's Torrey Hunter? Nick Castellanos and all them? Where are they at? I mean, damn, did they have Prime Verlander and Anibal Sanchez and Max Scherzer on the mound? Rick Porcello? Because if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they had those guys on the mound. You mean to tell me we got low-key carved up by a dude making his first start, a scrub named Drew Hutchinson, and the Spider Tack loser, freaking, what's his face? Pineda. Dude who got caught with garbage on his neck that one time. Dude has been a mediocre pitcher his entire career, pretty much. Worst series of the year. Absolute worst series of the year. If I was on the Guardians right now, I'd be embarrassed. You had a freaking Tigers team with a bunch of nobody, youngsters, and old ass Miguel Cabrera freaking own you. You let Eric Haas own you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I guess I'm talking a lot of facts. My microphone's like, nope, you're not going to talk about that. You do not slander the Guardians on my watch. Wow. I mean, there's really... Did I mess something up here? Hold up. Let me turn this up. There we go. Make sure I didn't hit anything on my microphone. No, everything looks to be all right. Okay. But it's like, I get it. You know, the Tigers have some studs on their team. But overall, we're better. We should be. Like, what the hell happened to Quantrill? Like, literally, what happened to him? He's turning into a scrub in front of my eyes, man. It's like, what happened to this guy? I'm literally flabbergasted right now. I'm super flabbergasted right now. There's nothing I can say. This might just be one long rant video. I might say screw the series recap. Because there's nothing to talk about. We got swept in 4 games by the freaking essential Toledo Mudhens. I'm telling you this too. You could have the Akron Arrows. Not the Arrows. They used to be called the Arrows. The Rubber Ducks. Our AA team. They could come up and play this Guardians team. And I bet you $5 they would beat them. I could almost say that the Guardians would probably lose to the Rubber Ducks, our AA team. That's how good it is. Every time I go on Twitter, there's a Twitter page. What is it? Cleveland Guardians Insider. Always posting videos of, home runs. George Valera, John Kenzie Noel, bro. They need to get their AAA now. Bo Naylor, catcher of the future. It's so funny. It's like they're teasing us. They're like, hey, guys, look at these awesome prospects we have in AAA. Nolan Jones is looking good. Bo Naylor's raking. No. You know what we gotta watch? Owen freaking Miller. Ooh. Oscar Mercado. Ooh. And guess what? We get a practical stiff at catcher every freaking day. Luke Maile, the only major league free agent that we signed. Ooh. Sucks. Sandy Leon's actually not bad. I swear he's drawn like 6 walks since he's gotten here. In fact, if I was the Guardians, when Hedges comes back, I would tell Luke Maile to kick rocks. I mean, usually every year when we sign somebody, we sign like 2 or 3 free agents, there's always one that sucks. Well, when you sign only one major league free agent, I guess it's kind of like, he's the only free agent you sign, so he's going to suck. But, past couple of years, it's been an outfielder. This year, it's our freaking catcher. Like, why would you sign a catcher and that's it? Like, if you're not gonna sign anybody, call up some people. Like, this is ridiculous, man. I understand you're probably not looking... Like, this team is not even fun to watch. If you're going to lose, at least look good, At least be fun. They got me out here getting hyped up. Yeah, we go to Colorado, sweep them. We go to Los Angeles, take 2 or 3 from the damn Dodgers. We go to Minnesota, damn near sweep them. We should have. But Tito Francona, freaking out here, selling. Bases loaded, nobody out. Don't score a damn run. Why? Because this idiot lunatic bozo doesn't freaking pinch hit when he should. I swear, Tito has just lost it, man. He has lost it. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe, catching the stuff made him go crazy. But he's been a dopey, he's been a lunatic or whatever ever since then. Ever since he came down with the sickness, he's been. I hate slandering him because he's a good guy. He's been a bozo. He's been a bozo. It pains me to say it, but he's been an absolute dingus. Like, this whole thing with, oh yeah, facing a lefty. Andres Jimenez is actually playing really well against lefties. Let's not play him. He finally started playing him, and look what happened. He started hitting him. Look at that. Yeah. Stephen Kwan. He's been pretty good. It took forever for freaking Tito to put him in the leadoff spot. And how funny is this, too? All year long, we had Strawn Ahmed leading, in the first 2 hole. Jose was raking when those 2 guys were not hitting. Now, all of a sudden, look at this. Stephen Kwan, Ahmed Rosario, they're starting to rake a little bit. Same thing. Jose. Well, it's not all his fault, his damn thumb. But Tito, my God, bro. Like, watching Jose attempt to hit the ball, it's painful. Makes my eyes bleed. Like, he's broken. So what the logical thing would be, put him on the injured list for a couple days, maybe a week, let him rest up, let him just get off his feet, get out of the game for a little bit, work out, regain his stamina, heal up his thumb, maybe get him in the batting cages to rework on his swing. But what do? Nah, nothing. Let him play through it. And I swear to God, man, if you did a drinking game for, whenever the Guardians or even Jose Ramirez flew out, take a drink, you would be wasted by the 5th inning every game, maybe even earlier, and you'd be out of beer by the 2nd game of the series. No, not even that. You'd be out of beer by the 1st game. Probably near the end of the 1st game, you'd be out of beer. You'd have to make a beer run probably by the 6th or 7th inning because of how many times we flew out into some of these games, man. Like, I could understand if, 1 or 2 players is kind of falling off. Okay, it happens. But the whole damn lineup has turned to mush at the same time. And meanwhile, like I said, you got guys in AAA that are ready for the big show. They're ready. They're out here raking. Saying, hi, Tito. Hi, guys. We're ready. We're ready to be called up at any moment. Tito and them are just like, nah, we're going to leave you in AAA. And then what they're going to do, they're going to wait until those guys are cold, and they're going to bring them up. Now, injuries have taken a little bit of a toll. Like I said, Fran Mio was hurt for a little bit, but he came back. And how funny is that? Fran Mio was hurt all that time. Offense was looking good. But it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of power in the lineup. Yeah, I know Fran Mio strikes out a lot. But as we're seeing, it's like his approach has changed. He's not trying to swing for the fences every time. I mean, he does it every once in a while. Mainly when we're losing and he knows that we need a big bang to get us back into it. So he's trying to hit one to Mars, which he rarely ever does. He has hit one far. He has hit some far bombs. But, I mean, it's good to see him hitting the ball again. It's good to see Framio being the only bright spot on this team. But just our luck. Josh Naylor at the plate against the Detroit Tigers. He takes a pitch. I don't even think he really swung all the way. And he freaking has a back spasm. Thank God it's nothing that super serious. It's a back spasm. He'll be back soon. But now it looks like Andres Jimenez is starting to slump a little bit. You know, like, this team, I've always said this team was mediocre. You know? But damn, they went out west, man. If they were going to slump anywhere, I thought they were going to slump and they were going to fall off out west. But they went out west and went 7-2. And they should have been 8-1. I have no idea what the heck's going on. A lot of people say, you know, oh yeah, they're slumping and because they're tired. Yeah, that's a possibility. They've only had they haven't had a scheduled off day since June 20th. The day before between their LA games against the Dodgers when they were going to Minnesota. And I think the first game of that series, we won that game. We lost, I don't know, but yeah. We went woke. No, it has nothing to do with change our name. It has nothing to do with that. I'm pretty sure if there's anything, it's probably this team is just wore out. They needed this off day more than anything. Because now, unlike that game against the Yankees that was rained out, they don't even have to leave the hotel. They're probably going to sleep forever. Oh my God. I can just imagine. They get in that hotel and they probably just like, just plop on the bed. You know, they can actually rest up, take a rest day. You know, at least mentally get back in, get locked in again, and just get ready for the final stretch before the All-Star break. Seems like a lot of teams are having this kind of stretch. The freaking Tigers have a stretch like this. They have like 4 straight 4-game series. It's insane. We have 3 straight. Or 2 straight at least. White Sox and Tigers after this series against Kansas City. It's ridiculous. And guess what? Another doubleheader against Chicago coming up too. So that's lovely. It's at home though, so yeah. But still. But hey, you gotta make up them games, right? And I saw something posted on Twitter from ESPN Plus. Someone posted like a screenshot of an article talking about how they want the Guardians to pursue Trey Mancini. And I think they said something about like Ramon Laureano. Please, God, get me freaking Trey Mancini. And a first base platoon, or even just solo, of Trey Mancini, and I guess Josh Naylor up until he gets his legs back, pretty much, because he's still not 100%. We see that every time he is at the plate and he's running the bases. The dude is clearly not 100%. I wouldn't mind that. But if there's anything I want this team to do, we're not trading Jose. He has a no trade clause and we just extended him. We're not doing that. Hell no. He doesn't want to leave. But if there's anything we need to do before the deadline, which is less than a month away, relievers, big time. I'm looking at you, Antonetti. We need bullpen. Bullpen. And also tell Brian Shaw to take a hike. Like legit. Tell Brian Shaw to take a hike. Yeah. Just say, we appreciate what you've done, but you're gone. Or, you could, well, tell Anthony Castro to get the heck out. He's a scrub. He's a scrub. Hentges is actually pretty good, though. I like the resurgence of Sam Hentges. A failed starter, as usual. But we need legit bullpen. A bullpen arm or two. Legit bullpen arm or two. a catcher that can actually hit. That'd be great. How about a back end starter? Yeah, that would be wonderful too. Zach Davies would be nice. Some people say Frankie Montas. That'd be too much. That'd be too much. Although, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could probably get him. If you really think about it, if the Guardians want somebody, they can get him. If they want Wilson Contreras, they can get him. They have the prospects. It's just that would you be willing to get rid of 2 top 20 prospects for Wilson Contreras for half a year? You do that, you would probably want to extend him, but then you got to remember, you got Bo Naylor coming up, probably next year. Obviously, I know we're not trading J-Ram. It's too bad you can't text in sarcasm. You know? We don't spend money. Where have you been the past freaking 20 years? You just now figured that out? We don't spend money. Oh, really? That's why we have a freaking $40 million payroll every winter. Don't spend money. Really? Einstein. Interesting. Interesting observation. Now that's sarcasm. Yeah, trade for Trout. And also give up our entire farm system. Go from having one of the best to having nothing in the farm system in one swoop. I would love Trout, but unless, Antonetti has learned Jedi mind tricks to where he can go, you will give us Mike Trout for nothing. They ain't doing that. They ain't never doing that. He's not leaving LA ever. Shohei, on the other hand. No, we're not going after Shohei either. But imagine, though. Some people say Juan Soto. That would be one guy I would not be mad if we gave up several top-tier prospects. There are certain guys where we could give up Gavin Williams or Espino or Valera, freaking Noel, Rocchio. If we're giving up those guys, you better be getting a Juan Soto. That better be who you're getting. Because if you're going to give them up, it's got to be for a top-tier player. You give up top-tier prospects for top-tier players. That's the rule. Unless you can fleece. I've seen it happen. You could fleece them. Could trade Ahmed. But trading Ahmed would mean that you must have your shortstop of the future ready, which we actually kind of do. And our shortstop of the future just so happens to play to Ahmed's left in the infield. Meaning Andres. Oh, look at that. Ready-made shortstop right next door. But yeah. Oh, dang. Almost went out of the yard. Damn, Austin Barnes. Sheesh. But yeah, relievers, back-end starter, catcher, outfielder, first baseman. If you really want to go that route. The first baseman one's kind of iffy. But definitely reliever, back-end starter, and catcher. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. But anyways, let's talk about this Tigers series. This is all I'm going to say about it. It sucked. There we go. The end. Not even going to get into the games. Not worth it. Not worth my time. Alright, so let's just get into talking about this freaking Royal Series. So, first game of the Royal Series will be on the 8th. In fact, let me do this real quick. There we go. Okay, so it's probably going to lag up here in a second. Why make a whole rant when you know the problem is not spending money? because that's not what I'm talking about here. That's not what this rant is all about. This rant is about us literally losing a 4-game series to arguably one of the worst teams in the last couple years in the American League, the Detroit damn Tigers. We didn't lose to the damn Tigers because we don't spend money. We lost to the Tigers because the offense turned to mush. Okay? But, yeah, if we get swept by the Royals, then something has got to give. There better be a freaking closed door, players only meeting where they're throwing things and freaking raging and just getting each other like, come on, we gotta get back into this thing. This is ridiculous. Or maybe you call some people up. Inject some new, fresh energy into this team. Nolan Jones, maybe? I would say Bo, but nah, they're not going to do that. Unless they really, really want to. In which case, I'm all for it, but they could go a different route. Turn them mush because we don't spend money. Well, they kind of turn the mush because their pitches just aren't going where they're supposed to go. Probably because they're wore out. I'd be wore out too if I only had one off day in the past, 2 weeks? Like, imagine not having a just simple day off. You could say the rain delay, but if you think about it, they went to the ballpark that day. It's not like they just stayed in the hotel. Like, the game wasn't postponed until, a couple of half hour or so before original first pitch? After that or whatever? It's not like they were just staying in the hotel. They were at the ballpark. This is the first time they legit did not have to go to the ballpark since June 20th. When they were heading from LA to Minnesota. Yeah, this Father Abraham is like this close from just getting put in timeout. I mean, we're all entitled to our opinion. But you're literally blaming everything on, we don't spend money. We don't spend money. Money can only get you so far. Money can't score runs. Money can't get strikeouts. Not like it would matter, because we don't really do much when it comes to spending. But with what we don't do in spending, we do a very good job, or at least we used to do a good job. We usually do a good job in developing from the farm. Money can't get out strikeouts. Money can't score runs. If it did, the Dodgers would be undefeated right now, because they spend the most in the league. They have one of the highest payrolls. You know? It's the way it is. Oh yeah, they lost all these games because they don't spend money. Well, I mean, you got to play the game. And they're not winning because they're not scoring runs. And their pitching is just getting shelled night after night after night. Because they're probably getting wore out from playing every day. And these guys aren't really doing a good... I mean, they're calling up pitchers from AAA, but those pitchers are not very good. I mean, the best pitcher we've had the last couple games is what? Tristan McKenzie threw a freaking one-hit shutout against the Yankees of all teams, who just went into Pittsburgh and scored, 16 runs? Like, that's what their offense is capable of, and we held them to 1 run. A pitcher who got shellacked by Minnesota one game came back on Sunday, so Sunday Sticks was in effect, went out there, 1 hit, no runs given up. Good stuff. Good stuff, Sticks. Need more out of that, though. I want to see how he follows that up in his next start. But, yeah, like, dude saying, yeah, we're losing games because we don't spend money. Like, no. No. It's the players who do that. But yeah, you got to pay for the players, which we don't do. But overall, saying money, we're losing because we don't spend. That's a dumb take. It's honestly a dumb take. Oh well, it is what it is, you know. So the first game of this series will be Aaron Savale against, I think, Brady Singer. Now, over the years, we've had great success against Brady. If there is a series where this team can get back on track, it's this one. The last time we faced Kansas City, we were in a funk. They came to Cleveland, and we proceeded to sweep them. So we'll see how they do here. We have Savale, McKenzie, and Plazek on the mound. They'll have Singer. He's a guy who we wrecked last time we played. And then Greinke. Huh, that's kind of funny. We have the two douchebags facing off. Plazek versus Greinke. That's going to be a fun matchup. Plazek always plays so well against the freaking Royals, too. I think he's undefeated against them. Or at least he is right now. We'll see if he can keep that up. We'll see if the offense actually shows up. That'd be wonderful. That would be great to see the offense explode in this series. But another tricky ballpark. You know, Kauffman is a very hard place to hit homers and hit in. It's very spacious. Just like Comerica. Just like Comerica. This is also probably going to be the last time we face Andrew Benintendi. Because he's probably going to get traded at some point. But yeah, Tristan McKenzie will be on the mound for the Guardians in Game 2 of the series. And then in the series finale, like I said, it'll be Zach Plazek against Zach. It'll be the Zacks! Oh my god, I just realized that. It'll be the Zacks. Plazek versus Greinke. That's actually... That's crazy. I like that. The Battle of the Zacks. Ooh, Zack Attack. But yeah, Savale, Singer, McKenzie, Heasley, and Plazek, Greinke. As long as Plazek doesn't suck and Savale can locate his pitches, I think we'll be fine. I really think we will. Because, like I said, we've had pretty good history against Singer and Heasley. The only one I'm not so sure about is Greinke. Just the way that dude throws. He's a super soft tosser. And we all know how he usually does against us. But, hey, take 2 of 3 and I'll be happy. Especially considering we gotta face the freaking White Sox 4 games after that series. At home, though. So that'd be nice. It seems as though we always have some sort of voodoo magic against the freaking White Sox at home. So hopefully that continues. But that's really all I gotta say for this one. I know I didn't talk much about the Detroit series because there wasn't nothing to talk about. Like I said, it was the worst series I've seen this year, bar none. The last time we had a funk like this was all the way back when we lost 7 straight to the Yankees and the Angels. And after that, we wound up going on a nice little run where we would literally lose, from, let's see here, April 29th against Oakland on the road. Went to Oakland, swept them in 3 games. We split with San Diego in 2 games. Take 3 or 4 against Toronto. That was the most shocking series, I think, so far, up to that point. Besides, of course, now that would be the LA series for sure. I mean, God, who would have ever thought we'd go to LA and take 2 of 3 from the damn Dodgers? Nobody thought that was going to happen. Especially facing who we did. Kershaw? We didn't beat, but we beat the Dodgers with Kershaw on the mound? Damn. We didn't beat Urias because Quantrill just vomited all over the mound. Figuratively, that dude sucked. And then we won the final game facing Heaney. So, yeah. That was a very fun series. But up until that point, yeah, that Toronto series was fun too. I actually got to call Stephen Kwan's first career homer in that series too. That was enjoyable. And then after that, we kind of fell off a little bit. You know, we lose 3 of 4 or 2 of 3 to the Twins. We get swept by the Reds. We lose. Well, we split technically with the Tigers. Only had a 2-gamer, but one was postponed. And then we take 1 of 3 against the Astros. And then we take 1 of 3 or 1 of 2 against the Tigers. But then, after that game, May 29th, we went on our little run. Swept Kansas City. 2 of 3 against Baltimore. What was this? 3 of 4? Yeah, 3 of 4. Or 2 of 3 against the Rangers. Which we could have easily swept them, but yeah. Like the same thing with the A's series. The series after that. Should have swept them. But, you know, things happen. Not going to win every game. It's just like, you could just tell that this stretch, 18 games in 16 days. That'll take a toll on somebody. You try playing 18 games in 16 days and see how you feel after that. You know, I'm sure you'd be like, I need some sleep. Like, every day, sometimes twice a day, going to the ballpark, playing on the ballpark. 18 games in 16 days. Yep, that'll definitely take a toll on anybody. Especially with very few rain delays. It's funny though, like we had so many rain delays earlier this year. Could have used 1 or 2 and during that stretch, which we did get 1. I don't think I've ever been so happy to have a rain delay or a postponement. Like, God, at least give the guys a little bit of rest. Just a little bit at least. But yeah, it gave them another doubleheader, which sucked. But it gave them a little bit of a breather. This is the first legit off day since June 20th, so I'm sure they're going to take advantage of it. But yeah, I mean, got to get back on track. This is the time to do it. So we'll see what happens. In terms of me streaming these games, I might stream one of them. If I'm going to stream a game, it'll probably be the McKenzie start. But not really sure right now. We'll see how Savali looks. If the offense looks like it has a pulse with Savali on the mound, I mean, I might stream a couple games. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. But right now, I am definitely streaming the McKenzie start. So that'll be fun. Can't wait to see how McKenzie does in his first start since that gem against the Yankees. I think he'll be alright. But, see what happens. But with that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I know it's the NHL draft, technically, but not streaming that. I'm not that much of a lunatic. But I might do a video or something talking about if we make a trade, because I did hear that the Blue Jackets were talking to the Coyotes about Jacob Chikrin, but I heard that those talks have cooled off. We'll see if old Jarmo Kekalainen makes a move like he's known to do. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you all, I don't know, probably, what's today? Freaking Thursday? I'll probably see you all tomorrow, Friday. Maybe. If not, probably Saturday. For Royals and Guardians. Oh boy. Should be a good one. See you guys then. I'm Crazy Dog, let's go Guardians. And I'm out. Bye-bye. Let me check the chat real quick too. Okay, this dude's just literally spamming the same garbage. I'm surprised there's no moderators to freaking boot him for saying the same thing over and over and over again. You know what? Just because I'm a savage like that and this guy was just annoying, you're in timeout. Alright. I'm surprised the freaking dude didn't put him. No one put him in timeout for spam. Because you guys should know how I feel about spam in my chat. I don't like it. It ruins the integrity of the chat. So, I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Have a good night. See you later, guys. And if there's anything else that happens, like regarding the Cavs or the Browns, I'll make a video on it. But yeah, training camp, someone's here too. Can't wait. But I'll see you guys later.